Do you wish that wrestlers looked like something else? We do too. This is Nobody's Watching Wrestling doing Ring Gear Remix, where we take wrestlers and wish they were different. It's real fun.
Remix?
It's real fun, you say very convincingly.
I'm having so much fun.
If you didn't think you were about to have fun, now you know because she just told you.
We're here with a special guest, RJ City!
Hey.
And we are going to do a very special remix of RJ's Best Friend Me, David Arquette.
By the way, just for everyone's fantasies, RJ City is still wearing Lady Barica's heels.
Yeah.
And Ariel's robe.
And my robe. I feel like we're leaving out the fact that my robe has been involved.
I guess. I just think it's funny because he's sitting in the heels.
It just depends on, like... It just got more comfortable in the heels.
Yeah. I'm really... This is my second pose, and I'm really living it up.
Yeah, you gotta...
You all will be able to sell these for a pretty penny when
I
we're
have
finished.
a picture on my phone now. I don't know where it will go.
Please let me see. Also, I don't know if you're in the game, if you put these on Patreon. See what they go for. Maybe that's a special VIP package.
The heels?
Well?
And the robe. I don't know. They're worn now. I'm verified. It's
Were
gonna
you
count for something.
sweating in it?
I am very sweaty, socially
Still.
and like physically. You know what I mean? Like
Socially sweaty?
You know, you meet new people, you start to sweat.
I understand.
Were you
this
nervous
so
to
deeply.
meet
Right?
us? Were you nervous to meet us?
Yeah, this is a lot.
Oh my God.
Right?
It sure is.
I want everyone to know that RJ got here at least 45 minutes before anyone else.
Oh, really?
And it
Oh,
was just
wow. You two bonded
me
without
in full
us.
drag and RJ just standing in his normal street clothes.
Just in
both
the
of
corner.
us pretending that we're not at all nervous to meet the other person.
Yeah.
Both of us inside dying.
But because I've now known Ariel the longest, when I say goodbye, I'm going to say, I'm going to miss you most of all.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I'm going to cry myself to sleep tonight thinking of that.
Yes.
But we have more in common.
We do have more in common. What do we have in common?
I don't know, 90s sitcoms, that's about it.
Oh, a deep affection for Nora Dunn. Who's still with us.
She's still alive, you guys.
She's still with us.
Can we I want to circle back quickly. What's David Arquette wearing these days?
Here's
Yeah,
my
what?
issue. So, and
Who is David
You
Arquette?
can help me with this. David Arquette is a 48-year-old, 12-year-old.
Sounds like what I'm gonna be.
Yeah, he's a 12-year-old trapped in the body of a rugged 12-year-old. Somebody told me he got prison ripped, and that was a very good way to describe his physique.
Sure.
Here's my thing. I'm of a belief, and perhaps in the drag community it doesn't apply in an intentional sense, but if you wear an outfit, you get to wear like one thing that's a fucking thing.
What do you
One
mean?
prominent piece of the
A
outfit.
statement piece.
If you're wearing sparkly ass shoes, that's it.
Not in drag.
Not in drag, but
Yeah.
in outside of drag,
Fashion.
right? In fashion,
Regular
if
fashion.
you wear these, you have these shoes that you love and they're a little eccentric, that's your fucking deal. The rest should be relatively plain.
Yeah.
With David, everything is a fucking thing.
Uh-huh.
He'll have these brand new custom airbrush shoes that he got from who knows where, and then he's wearing jeans that have a Mickey Mouse pattern on
Oh,
them.
no.
Yes.
Too much already.
Yeah, and then he made this custom David Arquette clothes. He just orders these things.
I love it.
I get
Does he
angry
think he's
at
in
him.
drag?
No, he's just
He is in drag.
Yes, he certainly pretends to be an actor, but beyond that, he loves so many things, and he cannot make up his mind.
David is a pretty little angel baby.
He seems really sweet.
So
He's very, very sweet, much to my chagrin.
what is his character?
Okay,
who
so
is he
so
in
he
the
you
ring?
know him as a person and as a wrestling character.
Yes, and I'm equally confused by both. He had a series of gimmicks for him wrestling.
No, but what is the character now? Like, what is his in-ring character right now?
I have talked him down to just being David Arquette.
Okay.
And when we team, he is basically my annoying 47-year-old son.
Okay.
He is the Martin Short to my Charles Grodin.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
And I'm very much the
No.
annoyed dad, and he's very annoying, and he kills me with love. He genuinely loves wrestling. And me being so bitter about it,
I see.
he's the last person I want
Oh,
to
that's
team with.
funny.
Yeah, so he loves everything. He spent $70 on streamers from Japan that they go out. He has them like in a little Spider-Man kind of thing in his
Yes.
wrist. They go out and then they can roll up. So they retract, which is a great idea
Damn.
and is very environmentally conscious of, I may say.
That is.
So he loves everything. He always wants robes. He always orders. He goes all out when he designs gear. He's like, let's just get everything. He wants rhinestones on everything.
And you're not pro
Drag queen.
rhinestones?
And since I like to be very simple, I like to be relatively minimalist, I would like the focus to be on me and my face. You know what I mean?
I can tell you right now, it's not always on your face.
No, but I would like the focus to be on, oh, look, it's not a guy with a cape.
True.
You know?
Not like a
Sometimes-
Dalton Castle.
No, sometimes, and we were talking about this earlier, some people's gimmicks are, I'm wearing a fun hat. I was like, that's not a gimmick, it's just a fun hat. Right? There has to be more to it than that. So I enjoy going out there
It's
with
like
as
a
little as
Cameron
possible.
Grimes situation nowadays.
Yes.
With the top hat, where you're like, that's
Yes.
not a gimmick.
Does
that's
anything
just a
come
top
out of
hat.
it?
Yeah.
Do you tip it?
Is there cake under it?
There might be cake under it.
Great callback to that wonderful episode.
Everyone, go back to last week's episode. We talked about cake under
I guess we have to
hats.
release that one first now.
They all remember the cake in the hat thing.
You know what? The things that you guys always make fun of me for are the things that always blow the fuck up.
Like what?
Cake under a hat. And
You know,
other
everyone's
things that
talking
I've
about
said.
cake under a hat.
Yeah.
It's a word on the street.
Did
but-
you get a cross stitch that says nice guys let you titty fuck them? No, I did.
It's the
It was
new,
sent to Ariel's house, but it went to me.
What's the matter? You have a bee in your bonnet? You
got
say,
a
what's
bee
the
in your
matter? You got
bonnet?
a cake under your hat?
You got a cake in your hat?
So David wanted to, of course, play another role in wrestling other than himself, which is hilarious because, like, aren't you ridiculous enough being a wrestler?
Meta is very in. He should just play himself.
That's what I talked him
Yeah.
into. But originally he had 3 gimmicks. One, because he's an amateur magician. He wanted to be the Magic Man. And I think he wanted to come out to Magic Man, which is a pretty sweet theme song.
Wait, so he was David Arquette, the Magic Man.
Yeah.
That is.
the magic
And he had a
Wait.
big wizardy robe.
Oh no.
And there's a promo picture of him with, like, lightning coming out of his hands.
No.
Yeah.
Kid, do you
He
have
actually
it?
took promo
It's
pics of this
online.
look?
You'll be
it's
able to find
online.
it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
God.
Yeah. Because sometimes people post it, and I'm like, this is in context of nothing. And he thought he could do magic tricks during the thing, which is pretty cool. And I've seen people like that before. I've tussled with some wrestling magicians.
Who?
And they're one guy named the Amazing Darkstone. Who,
Okay.
For you haven't heard of him because he stopped wrestling.
The
Work.
Dark Stone.
Smart decision.
Very smart decision. David's other idea was a little more of a heel character, Hollywood big money David Arquette.
Okay, that makes sense.
There's a promo picture of him online with a fur jacket.
I've seen this one, yeah.
Right?
I do enjoy.
Yet, it's very hard for him to be a bad guy because he's so genuinely happy.
Aw.
Oh,
Yeah. Even when he's, I think he thought the wrestling business will hate him. But what he didn't realize is the quality has dropped so far since he was first here that everyone's like, oh, yeah, this is great. Come on, please.
Did he really think that? He thought he would come back and people would just be like annoyed?
Well, people hated him from WCW, and people say, "Oh, that's the worst thing that happened." And meanwhile, a lot worse things have happened.
Yeah, please,
I think
bitch.
we can.
Come on.
A lot worse things continue to happen.
Yes.
So I think we're fine on that
ding,
front.
ding, ding.
So yeah, he was very nervous about it, I would say, but then everyone embraced him.
Wait, so that was 2. There was one more.
And one more was the one I had to encounter when we first wrestled. It was King David. So if you watch our match, which is on YouTube, he comes out with these white tights that say King David, and he stands on a pedestal that you would normally see outside your local Olive Garden. He puts it in the ring, and he stands on it, and he has this kind of white belt that he holds across his shoulder like the statue of David. And I got to push him off it, and he went flying, and it was a lot of fun.
Great.
But that was his idea, and before the show, he took it a step further. He wanted to airbrush himself completely white, like the statue, and wear a gold wig, a la perhaps a Gorgeous George.
Yikes.
And I said, David, this is probably not what people want from you. People want to see David Arquette. You're going to come out here like you're in the Blue Man Group and confuse everyone.
And no one wants to be in the white man group.
No, and also nobody...
Oh, wow.
So no one. I was also like, I don't want to wrestle you in that. It's gonna look ridiculous. I'm gonna have white stuff all over me, which certainly not in wrestling. So at any rate, I said,
You're
David,
in a room with 2 drag queens and talking about having white stuff all over you, and no one made a joke about it.
no.
It's,
Not yet.
The audience heard it.
It's-
They understand.
Okay, all right, we're moving on.
I imagined a punchline in my head, and they did too, and so it's like
Yeah.
I told the joke.
Fine,
Yeah.
wonderful. Keep
We're
going.
together already.
It's like that Steve Martin thing where he's over telling the full joke.
That's a callback to our
He's like,
episode.
Yes. Oh, I flew in from New York today, and he'll hold while everyone thinks, oh, he's probably thinking of something really funny.
No.
Wow. Why am I starting a feud with Steve Martin?
Ooh, fun feud.
Who's Steve Martin's wife? That's who you should date. Daryl Hannah.
Daryl.
Oh, wow.
TP love.
Elle Driver herself.
Driver.
So I said, David, that's probably not a good idea because it's not what people want to see. They want to see you. They're paying to see you. Your face is on the poster. King David is like, you showed up for steak and you're giving them a brulee. You're confusing them. Scrap the brulee, my friend.
Wait, you have to tell them about the...
I will.
Okay,
The punchline?
great. Yeah.
So he said, yeah, you're right. And he turned to his wife and he said, honey, cancel the airbrush appointment. And Christina Arquette is the best. And what I do for David in the ring, she does for him in life because she's a wonderful, wonderful woman. And she clearly went to great lengths to find the people who could airbrush a man white in a way that he would be able to wrestle in it. And that was all for naught. And I feel like now that I'm saying this, I feel people mad at me saying, why wouldn't you let him
I'm a
know?
little
No,
upset.
I think you did a kind thing for your friend.
I'm just
Right?
thinking.
Because people, like, imagine the shitty tabloid, like, TMZ headlines the next day. Like,
Yes.
people really would have gotten cruel about it.
Yeah, RJ City beats white man.
I will
That's
just,
fun.
Oh, I love that you think that you'd be in the headline.
Hey, excuse me. I was on TMZ when I slapped him in the face.
Yes.
And they printed my name, which was very sweet.
That's nice.
Aw.
Yeah. Although, it would have been a great headline. Oh, this is a deep reference. Nobody's going to get it. If the headline just read Slappy White. There's going to be one person listening to this who understands
know.
it. And, he was, whatever. He was best friends with Red Fox.
Oh,
I know Red Fox.
I know Red
All
Fox.
right. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm out of my element here. Never mind.
So let's talk about what we could put David Arquette in.
Wait, but also cancel the airbrush appointment is like the saddest sentence in human history.
Yeah. Yes.
You know what? If he and I ever meet, I will airbrush him.
You don't know how to do that.
We'll find out.
If it's just
We'll
a,
have a
if it's
private
just a flat
airbrushing.
color, I feel like it can't be that hard.
Yeah.
We know at least 4 airbrushers in
Yes,
our
that's
lives.
true.
But-
we know people who are qualified.
Like
Get Lacey
t-shirts?
Stoner over here.
No, like drag people who do weird
Yeah.
drag
Body
fantasy
paints.
shit.
Right.
We
You
know
don't know
about
people on
Lacey
the
Stoner's
boardwalk.
legit
We'll
body
get him
painting.
some muscles in there too.
Yes.
Yeah, contour that shit.
He has also since worn tights. There's a pair of tights he has, and I think they're disgusting. They have logos. They're black, and they have white and red logos from each of his movies.
Oh, I
They have the
love that.
Scream mask, and they have a tarantula on it.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I guess they have his bangs from Never Been Kissed.
You think that's disgusting?
Yeah, it's a little sad. Why don't you just show up with your IMDb page?
But I think that's fun to be a
That
little
could
sad.
be the intro video.
I
just
like when wrestlers have a little bit of a tragic twist to them, you know?
Only if
Yeah.
only it can be that Nick Cave song from Scream that he comes out to. The Dewey theme.
The Dewey
Bum,
theme.
bum, bum.
Yeah, so like hearing all this stuff, I keep thinking that basically his gimmick needs to be that he is Lisa Kudrow in the comeback. Like
Again, too close.
I feel like hearing that specific design of his tights, I'm like, oh, this needs there is that twinge of sadness to it. There's something I'm like, oh yeah, this is he's not all the way in on the joke and he's not allowed to be because he has to be Lisa Kudrow from the comeback.
I like it. It also reminded me of there's a time in my life I thought, let me take my character a bit further.
Oh,
And I
no.
tried to make it a little whatever happened to Baby Jane, a little Sunset Boulevard. So I started experimenting. This is good company to
had a
tell this in
cape.
front of.
Yeah.
No, I started painting just one eye.
What color?
Oh.
I think it was red because I had sparkly red studded tights at the time. So it was very sparkly. I get the whole eye was a la Adrian Adonis, but less harshly drawn because I wanted to look like I was trying to recapture my glory. And I did it in a hick town.
Oh, they didn't
And
get that.
oh, it did not read at all.
Oh, what did they?
they
Did
did
you
not
like
like that.
change the characterization?
They didn't. No, because the characterization is just relatively the same. Of a desperate star, a desperate bitter star. As I sit here in this robe that it feels like I've been wearing for decades.
You have.
Yeah, it just did not read. It did not hit or land, as they say.
They did not pop for it.
No, there was no pop. I got a collective
Well, I like a
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the story of our entire career. As
Yeah.
it turns out. The nobodies receive a collective at best. That's like our optimal.
We were nominated for an award last year when our name popped up. They were like,
Yeah.
all of nightlife was.
Yeah, that room in like that hotel in
Yeah.
Manhattan.
And then when we first teamed, he got these insane tights. They were like candy striped, red, black, and white.
I saw those.
And I
yeah.
had a red weight belt, which is very unusual. I hated wearing tights. It was weird. I like to expose my legs. And then we had these capes on. And I will say my one contribution was that we came out to the theme from Perfect Strangers. A show you don't know.
Legit.
Yes. But it was a very good theme. And then we put on those tights and they completely fell apart. Because he wanted so many accessories on them that they just could not exist.
Oh no.
It was
Okay,
that bad.
so now we're at the point where we say, what would if he isn't David Arquette and he is a new David Arquette incarnation?
Character?
Yeah.
What would it be? It's not King David. It's not a magician.
I like leaning into. You were talking about him being kind of like your adult son.
Yeah.
Large adult son.
Like
Are we speaking of David as your tag team partner, as a separate wrestler?
Oh, either. We'll see.
so, I love the idea of him. In some ways trying to emulate what you're doing. Like maybe whatever you're wearing, he has like a shitty homemade version of.
and like a
Right.
wig of your hair.
Right.
Obviously a wig of hair. Yes, that's the most
Yeah.
important. But like the idea that he's trying to he's so excited to be your in your care.
Right.
That he's like he just wants to be exactly like you, but he's not he had to do it himself, and it's maybe a little homemade, a little raggedy. Maybe he has put a rhinestone where it doesn't belong because he's got his own pizzazz. I feel like that's a way to like encapsulate his questionable taste in a way that corrals it.
Yes.
Berica wanted to say something, but she was yawning because she's got a different idea because mine bored her.
Same.
That was a yawn at you.
Yeah.
Here's no, it wasn't. Yeah, I guess it was.
Please, no, I'm not saying mine was a good idea, so by all means.
I think just a big old fetish baby.
That's always your idea.
Why?
That's literally always your idea.
Is it?
Yes.
Well, it's always fetish baby.
I
You've
was
done a fetish baby look
I did
on
With who?
Fight TV.
Oh no, but that was me, not David.
You
Sorry.
want David Arquette to be a fetish
When
baby.
you say fetish baby, you mean like a baby.
Like a big old baby.
Now, when will this podcast come out?
A few weeks?
Okay, so before New Year's?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're teaming in LA New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Is there a better place to be a fetish New Year's baby?
Yeah.
Right?
Come on.
Yeah.
Please. Fetish New Year's baby.
What's the outfit?
Just a big fat diaper. And a bonnet. I have an
A
extra
harness?
squeaky pacifier.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Like a harness?
I don't think he should. Well, maybe. I looked good in that harness and baby stuff.
Good is a word.
Yeah, I looked pretty good. I think I want him to go more of like an earnest looking baby, not Ernest.
Ernest
like goes to camp.
Borgnine?
I feel like you
Wait a minute. Ernest Borgnine was married to, let's bring this all back together from the show we did 8 hours ago,
Ethel Merman.
Ethel Merman. Very good.
There it is.
Sorry, keep going.
I feel like you can either be earnest or fetish, but it's kind of hard to be both.
Well, the fetish will just be natural if he's just like an earnest baby.
It's an
like,
adult. It's an earnest
adult
adult
baby.
baby situation.
It's like
he
a
comes
fur-
out and he goes, I have a baby fetish.
Does Ernest
baby
talk?
fetish.
What?
Ernest talks.
Oh, you're talking about Ernest.
Wait,
Earnest
The one
as in
opposed to
like
Jim
being
Varney? Is that who you're
earnest.
talking about?
Maybe, I don't know.
Hey,
you-
Vern, I have a baby fetish.
do you
like
think that we're talking about Ernest a person, not Ernest the adjective?
No, I thought we were doing a wordplay thing.
We
This is
were,
Ernest
and
goes to baby fetish camp. is what
Ernest
it's talking
talks.
about.
He talks
Ernest
to
goes to
Vern.
daycare.
Can I don't know where else I can talk about this. Jim Varney, the actor who played,
Rest in peace.
Yep.
he was insanely attractive.
Yes.
What?
And was also a
he?
Shakespeare-trained actor.
Yes, I
What?
knew that. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
You can't be that funny and be that successful in comedy if you do not have skill.
You don't listen to the How Did This Get Made podcast, where they've had a large argument about whether Jim Varney was attractive?
There's no argument.
Really?
Yeah.
Was he attractive?
Yeah.
Watch,
Wait, I
let's
wanna
let's
see.
Let me see.
hear
I
Berica's
love
reaction.
Ernest.
Okay.
I used to watch Ernest and Gallagher movies growing up. Handsome.
Wait,
Yep, handsome.
He was a handsome dude.
let me see.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Right?
Let me see.
Yep.
I guess.
It's like
You
Sam
guess.
Shepard-ish.
Yes.
You guess.
So I think
You know.
I'm a, yeah, I don't
A
know
Joel
either.
Barney'd
Barneyed up.
I'm a well aware.
Now, I was going to say, as David's archivist and biographer, he once played in some sort of alternative punk band. He was the lead singer of.
what was it called?
Oh, God. It was like,
Adult
oh, my
Baby?
God. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Year 2000.
Year 2000?
Year 2000, because it was almost the millennium and people listened to music.
And
So,
watch David Arquette.
yes, I think he should embrace his early rebellious teen punk roots.
Oh, I love punk David Arquette.
I would love it. It's in him.
Yeah,
I know
clearly.
it's there.
He's got
You
all
would
the
love to go
tattoos
back to
already.
that.
Yes. And I think it would also syncopate with his reckless wrestling style.
And also
Yeah.
wearing diapers.
Reckless.
Yeah. It's just straight up reckless. What if I do an Undertaker dive? Have you done one before? No, but you just jump it. No, I'm sorry. You
Tell
can't do
him to
it.
be
No one
careful, because that time
So-
he almost died.
Like no one gives fewer
almost
fucks
lost
than
my
old
shit.
punks.
True.
Like old punks just do not care.
Self-destructive people.
I want him to be the, here's his name, the David Johansen of indie wrestling.
He was also in Scrooged.
Hey, there we go.
My
New York
idea
Dolls. You know them.
Was okay, yeah, I do. My
What
idea
was
was
his Buster Poindexter?
Poindexter, yeah.
my idea was leaning into the prison ripped situation.
Yes.
I want to do a whole storyline where he he's a rich, wealthy Hollywood guy. He has a drug problem. He goes to prison. He comes out and he just wants to fight people because prison broke him. And so he goes in a kind of Nick Gage direction.
Yes. And also kind of a Nick Cage direction.
Yeah, both.
Yeah.
Kind of a Martha Stewart direction.
Yeah.
Nick Cage also at one point was his brother-in-law.
What?
True. Patricia.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, cute.
So he has a wealth
Nick
to draw
Cage
from.
hangs out with Marilyn Manson.
Yes, they love each other.
They love each other because they're both fucking weird.
Yeah, could you imagine what listening to their conversations is like?
I would be the one that they were pissing on while they were having the conversation, just to be there.
I like that in this fantasy, they're just always pissing on someone when they hang
What
out,
else are Marilyn Manson and Nick Cage doing together?
buying up cemetery plots in New Orleans.
Are they?
You don't know about this?
No.
Nick Cage already bought his tombstone in New Orleans.
Cool.
Next to Madame Laveau.
Cool.
And people are very angry about it.
Yeah, I feel
Really?
like that's not Nick Cage's place.
Yeah, he thinks it is.
Interesting. Wrong,
like you're-
but interesting.
Bringing down the going rate in that neighborhood.
You get.
Did Nick Cage gentrify a cemetery?
Yes.
Wait a minute. Can you gentrify with Nick Cage?
What?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
A rich
He's
white
a
man moving
Coppola.
into the neighborhood? That's literally the definition of gentrification.
Yeah, I guess so.
Coppola.
They all when I went and saw the tombstone, it's like a big pyramid. It's like a big stone pyramid, and all these women leave their kisses on it. And
Is
I'm
his
like,
name
whoa.
in it? On
Like
it
they
already?
used to
Yeah.
leave roses for Rudolph Valentino.
I would love to get a tombstone before I die and have my name on it. Just so I
Don't
can
do
visit
it near
myself.
Marie Laveau though.
Why
Yeah.
would I do that?
Leave her
Mine
out
will
of it.
be near Ernest.
Ernest, the
There you
wonderful
go.
Jim Varney.
Yeah, mine will be near Jim Varney,
I wanna
which
go-
is probably Hollywood Forever Cemetery.
I want to go to the Hollywood Forever and get buried near Vampira, which also has a lot of kisses on it. Black
Would people
lipstick.
kiss mine?
I think so.
I think they would.
Maybe they leave like a butt print.
Aw.
Yeah, either one. My
Okay.
bum is on your tombstone. Your tombstone. My bum is on your tombstone. Tom Green. I'll get married. I'll get married next to Tom Green.
That's fun.
You're gonna get married on Tom
I
Green's
love that
grave.
she switched dying to married, but that's fine.
Everyone,
Remember when Drew Barrymore dated Tom Green? There's hope for you.
Drew Barrymore.
Thanks a lot.
What about that, Drew Barrymore?
She's married, and she's a different type of weird.
I think I'm good.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm sure she's a nice
hey,
person.
David Arquette.
Yeah.
Yeah, marry him.
Hey, fella. We're
Well,
very
so-
close.
So our new makeover for David Arquette is that you two are wearing matching groom and groom tights.
Oh wait, I love it. That's the new tag team because you're already almost gay. So just like
we're the Billy and Chuck,
yeah, but like get married.
but get married.
What if you got legally
You could get
married to
gay
David
married.
Arquette?
He would do it
In a
Ooh,
wrestling
scheme.
ring.
What
As a
Force
wrestling
his
gimmick.
wife to marry you.
That's the
legally.
that's the gimmick is that liberals forced you to get gay married.
Yeah, you could do it at Effie's Gay Brunch.
That would be great. I will only join that if it's a reasonably priced gay brunch. Yeah. Not paying $40 because you know the Frank Shows is not going to be good.
Effie's brunch, I imagine, is not very reasonably priced. He's
I think
expensive.
he's no. It's we talked about the pricing of the catering. He already priced out the catering.
Ooh.
I don't shut
I better be performing there. He has not asked me yet.
for an
He's
indie
a mess.
show in
Just
Tampa.
tweet him. Just tweet him.
Text him.
Just text him. You have his number.
So are we gonna? We should probably wrap this up.
We're gonna do a Twitter poll of which David Arquette makeover you like the most.
Yeah, go ahead and comment below, respond to our Twitter, rate, review, subscribe, all those things. Please subscribe to RJ City on Twitter because he's fucking hilarious.
I just really hope David loves me as much as I love him.
Yeah, go follow David Arquette in all the places. All of our stuff's listed below. Click it if you want and don't if you don't. Thank you for listening. Love you all. Bye. Mwah.
God bless.